The walk-ins are going to come. I just can't tell you when they're going to come. So if you're only here for an hour and you're like, no one's here, I'm leaving, then they may come as soon as you leave. You know what I mean?
Jonas, where you say you're originally from? Are you from here?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Indiana? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. How long have you been here in Tennessee?
7 years.
7 years? Okay. All right.
2016.
All right. No, you got a perfect spot. I'm born and raised here. So
you know.
I know where you
are.
Yeah,
I don't even got to tell you. What's up, guys? Welcome into another episode of the Cutting Up Podcast. Today we have my new friend, Trent Dickey, in here, and the newest barber at Barbers United Barbershop. Welcome in. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Hello.
Good to have you, my man. Good to have you. So, yes, Trent has now, by the time this is coming out, he has started, hopefully, assuming test is all passed. Amen. But we won't drop this until the test is passed and he's in. So, yes. As you're watching this, he is our newest barber, newest member of the team. I'm excited to have you on, and I wanted to do an episode for you guys to get to know Trent, get to know him a little bit more, know where he came from, what got him into this world. So we're just gonna chat it up real quick, have a good time. But let's start with the haircut, my man. You keep it pretty fresh yourself, it looks like, so we're just gonna tighten it all up. But anything specific I need to know, or just clean it all up?
Just clean it up. Just
bald it up, high fade?
Outlines good and tight. Go over the beard, I guess, the beard outline.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll do it, my man. So, Trent, how'd you get into becoming a barber? I think anybody watching this can tell you're probably not 18 years old, so you probably didn't just finish high school and decide you wanted to be a barber. You're a little bit later in life, so why now?
I used to go to the barbershop when I was a kid, and I used to wait in the long lines as a youngin'. Mm-hmm. So when I was probably about 14, I wanted to try to cut my own hair. So.
Okay.
So probably about 14, I went and bought me a set of clippers. And I practiced on my head, practiced on my partner's head. You know, and by the time I got out of high school, I was pretty decently, I could cut pretty decent. I learned a couple of things. And right around the time I got out of high school, I went into a job training facility, Job Corps at the time. Was learning how to run heavy equipment. And at the time, I used to cut hair a whole lot, like in the dormitories and stuff. Mm-hmm. And, it was so many people coming to the dormitories that the dorm monitor said I couldn't let other people come in from other dorms, you know, to cut hair or whatever. But they had a solution for me. They had like an extra room in the gymnasium. And it had like a barber chair and a mirror in there. So like for 2.5 years in Job Corps, amateur, you know, not professionally, but I cut hair. So, you know, I got out of school and I thought about, you know, going to school for barbering and getting my license when I was younger. But I got married, ended up getting divorced. It just didn't work out. I don't know. And later on in life, I'm remarried. I've been with my wife for the last 15 years, and I don't know. I just figured I'd try it again.
Try it again. Yeah, you're not gonna.
Yeah, I never lost the skill, so you're
not gonna believe this, Trent. Not gonna believe this. My dad, same exact story you just said. Same exact story. My pops, Barbers United. Mm-hmm. He went to Job Corps, same exact way. Believe it?
This is true reactions right here.
We didn't know this about each other.
You get some true reactions on camera.
He went to Job Corps.
You kidding.
He was cutting in the dorms as well. I don't know if he was cutting like his cousin and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? He started cutting on like his cousin, went to Job Corps, was in Job Corps. Guess what he came out of Job Corps doing? You're not gonna believe this.
What's up?
Heavy equipment.
No, I don't believe it. No.
I promise. You can call him up right now. Started doing heavy equipment. Did that for a few years, and then got done with that and was like, man, I'm done with this. Because up in Indiana, they have it where, you know, when it gets cold in the winter, you get unemployed. Right. And so that's kind of where it started. He would work all spring, summer, fall, doing heavy equipment. But then in the winter, they would have to go unemployed. And so that's when he was like, man, I got to do something. Like, I can't just sit around my house not doing nothing. He started cutting in the back room of the house. Then he was like, one winter, he started barber school. Then finally, he got his barber license. And in the winter, he would run his shop. And then eventually, he got big enough to where he was like, dude, I'm done with this heavy equipment operating. I'm going full-time in the barber industry. You believe that, dude? What are the
Man,
chances?
that's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what, that's crazy. How old is your pops anyway?
Pops
Let me be nosy.
is, let me think. This is bad of me. I want to say he was born in 77. What does that put him at?
Oh, he's
Anyone know?
well, man, he's younger than me. Oh my
Anyone know
goodness.
what 77? What does that put him at?
He's about 46.
46?
45.
That
something
sounds
like
about
I'm
right.
49. I was born in 74.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
That's
and he's
crazy.
from Indiana. You say he's from Indiana?
So he's actually from Homestead, Florida. He's
Okay.
from Homestead, Florida. But
well, where
he's
I
up
went
in
to job,
Indiana
where
now.
I went
He's
to
up
job
in
for it
Indiana.
wasn't far from Indiana. It was like maybe 20 minutes from Evansville, Indiana. But
you
it was,
might have
it
been
was
in the
Kentucky.
same. You might have been in the same. No, I don't know. I feel like his was in Indiana though, but it might have been like. But I think it was like
wasn't far from Indiana, though.
Indianapolis or something.
That's
I mean,
weird too.
I don't know. It might have been the same one. Y'all might have been there at the same time.
But no,
That'd be
I just
crazy, bro.
figured, I've always had a knack for it, and actually once I moved, I was gone for 22 years from Knoxville. I'm originally from Knoxville, but I left for 22 years. I've traveled. I've been from Nashville, Tennessee, to Kentucky, to North Carolina, all the way to Washington State,
Sheesh.
and back again. So I got back home here in Knoxville, and I had a friend. My friend, his girl, I guess. She was an owner in the shop. You know, Bianca.
So that's how you. Okay.
He said,
so
"Man, you
yeah,
gotta go."
ahead.
He called me up one day. He said, "You still cut hair?" I said, "Yeah, I can still get down a little bit." He said, "Well, come on, man, hook me up," And then he talked me into coming to the academy.
And who was he to Bianca?
This is her man, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if they're married. I'm married, but
Yeah.
I don't want to air
Okay.
their business.
No, not at all. So I didn't know this either. So you knew Bianca's boyfriend?
Yeah,
husband
we
at
grew
the
up
time?
together, actually.
Okay,
we
yeah.
grew up together. We were from youngins, man. We was,
Yeah. And
his
you
mom
always
used
were
to whip
cutting him
my
up or
butt.
what?
My mom used to whip his butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man.
I got into the school, and here I am. Hopefully I can carve out a decent career and be honestly, I just really want to be a help to the shop. Earn my keep, and stay out the way. I'm at that age.
You don't want no drama, my man?
No, I don't want no drama. No drama. I had plenty of drama to last me a lifetime. So, I just want to do a good job and make some honest money.
That's what we do, my man. That's what we do. I'm excited to have you on board.
I'm the type of guy. The simpler you keep it, the easier it is for me. Just
Man.
we don't have to make it too difficult.
How have I done so far? Have I kept it simple?
Yeah, pretty much. Except for the story, I don't know. I think that was a little psychic.
You don't believe it?
That your dad kind of went through the same experience. That's pretty cool, though.
We're gonna call him when we finish
Well, at
this
least
up.
I know you feel me.
We're gonna get
so.
the truth. Huh?
I know you feel me. So.
Man, you line the front up or you leave it natural, my man?
You can tap it a little bit, but I'm thin up there,
Nothing too
so
crazy. Man,
you ain't gotta
doing
get
good. You're doing all right.
you ain't gotta get symmetrical or nothing.
My man. So you said you lived all over the country.
I've bounced around, so
What was your favorite place?
I feel like every place I've been, I've had a learning experience. So it's really like life is a classroom. Home is where where you make it. Home is where the heart is. And I've had love everywhere I went. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of fine. I've got a child in North Carolina. I've been married, divorced, so I've got a lot of memories. Washington wasn't bad. West Coast was a little different. A little bit open-minded, so they opened my mind a little bit being on the West Coast. Different kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just take all my little life experiences and try to see what I can do with them. With the rest of my life. And like I said, life is a classroom. You learn it every day if you're willing to learn.
Mm-hmm. Teach me something, Trent. Teach me something. That's what I need from you, my man. While you're over here, I need you to teach me.
The coolest thing about it, though, is I'll say this about Barber School, being around the younger people. It's almost like it makes you younger.
Mm-hmm.
To learn that new flavor, the new styles on cuts and stuff like that. I will say younger people keep you young. My daughters, I have 3 daughters. All my daughters are of age. And I feel like they keep me young too.
That's good. That's good.
I feel like, yes, there's a lot you can learn from me, but there's also a lot I can learn from you, and and anybody of any age. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's why that's the slogan right there, bro. What's that slogan on the mirror say, or on the window?
I ain't got my glasses on.
Oh, you gotta memorize that.
Barbers United.
Iron sharpens iron, my man. That's the
Iron
goal, bro.
sharpens iron.
That's the goal. That's what we want the barbershop to be, my man. Is we want it to be a spot where men can come together and push each other to be better. You know what I mean? To learn from each other, because you can always learn from somebody. You know what I mean? Whether it's something positive or something negative, you can learn what to do or what not to do. You know what I mean? So I think that's the goal of the barbershop.
And that's that you say that. That's another thing I thought would be kind of cool about being a barber, is you can kind of talk to people, mentor people, or just good conversation. It's almost like you can connect with the community.
You can.
As a barber.
You can, my man. That's the best part right there. That's the love of it. But enough of barbering, my man, because people are gonna get to know you as a barber. They're gonna sit in your chair. They're gonna see what you could do right there. But I want to know, Trent, outside of barbering, what's some things you're interested in, my man? What's some hobbies you have? What's some when you're not at the shop cutting, what are you doing?
Man, I love to chill with my daughters. As adults now, I have 2 grandbabies. I like to do things with my family. Personal hobbies or whatever, I go target shooting. Dying to get back into golf. Dying to get back into golf. I haven't been into it for years, but
that's all I needed to hear.
But I'm pretty laid back. I don't do too much. I'm married. Me and my wife have been married for probably about 3 years. We've been together for 15 years.
Love to hear that.
So I don't do anything that's gonna get me in trouble.
Amen. Same.
And I keep it simple, but I'm open-minded. I like to travel. I like sports.
Told you you're gonna have to help me. Those are the 2 things I need help with the most in my life right now, my man. One, I got a little 2-year-old daughter, so you got grown women already, so I'm gonna need some advice on how to get to that.
Girl too?
Oh buddy, so I'm gonna need some help with that. And then second off, my golf game. My golf game needs some help, so you're gonna have to help me.
Oh, we're gonna have to help each other, trust me.
Don't tell me that. I was thinking you were a pro or something.
I haven't played in years, but my daughter took me out the other night, about a couple of weeks ago. She took me to Top Golf. I was like, oh my God, I gotta get back into golf, I haven't played in years because since I've been back to Knox for the last 3-4 years or so, I've been trying to survive, man, really.
What brought you back home?
I don't know. I was out there on the West Coast. It got expensive. And my wife really wasn't too happy. I don't know. She didn't like it raining all the time because we was in Washington State.
Oof.
So I figured maybe I could move back to Tennessee, and she's originally from North Carolina.
Okay, so it's kind of similar.
She'd cheer up. She's been doing a lot better since we've been here in Knoxville.
That's good, that's good.
She works from home. I don't know,
What's she do?
She works for CVS, prescriptions. She works in the pharmacy.
Nice.
But she does it over the phone, I guess. But anyway, we've been back for probably about 4 years. And I'm just trying to carve me a new life out. That's basically what it is.
It's going to be a breath of fresh air.
I'm glad
right
to
here,
be back on the East Coast, close to my daughters too.
Yeah.
I have 2 daughters here in Knoxville, and I have 1 daughter that goes to Brevard College in North Carolina. She did play basketball, but she's got out of basketball. She just wants to do her studies. So.
You used to be a hooper back in your day, or what?
Yeah, I could do a little something.
We got a Barbers United basketball team.
I'm at that age, I gotta watch my knees now.
We got a Barbers United basketball team, my man.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see?
I have to see.
Come on now. Get you back on the golf course, get you back on the basketball court.
I don't know if I want to pull an ACL at 49 years old. I got to go slow.
That's how I play, my man.
But you know what, though? I can't remember. I used to play all the time when I was in my 30s. I can't remember. All the guys that were over 50 though was busting butt at the
They were the ones, my man. They'll get you. Them old heads.
They would kick our butts at the gym, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So I don't know. I don't know if y'all want that life. Nah.
My man, Trent. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, my man, and giving us a little bit of insight on who you are.
I appreciate the cleanup.
Well, you ain't seen it yet, my man.
I feel a little pampered.
You ain't seen it yet, my man. You ain't seen it yet.
It felt like you knew what you was doing.
My man.
It feels good.
I'm genuinely excited. You know, we've had a couple bumps in the road with our last couple guys in here, and I may have, relayed that on to you a little bit too hard, my man, but I'm excited, I think.
I do have a question, though. What any advice you can give me for the practical coming up Thursday?
Look, aren't you going to the school to do it? Mm-hmm. Bro, they're going to give you everything you need to know, my man.
Enough said.
They're going to give you everything you need to know. I mean, my number one thing I say is, it's just really, it's nerve-wracking, which you're going to do it via, you're going to do it online, so that's a little bit different. Ours was, for me, I was in the classroom with 3 or 4 other people, and you're just trying to, you pretty much have to memorize 3 hours worth of material there to go over and do step by step by step by step. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know what you could do to calm yourself down. I know what I did was, because it was the first hour and I made a mistake. And I think I had thrown some stuff away that I was supposed to still use before I had done that section of it, and I was frustrated and I was beating myself up because I was so nervous. And so in there, they'll let you take a bathroom break, you know what I mean? So I was I need to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, I didn't have to use the restroom, but I just needed to just calm down. And so I went in there, kind of looked in the mirror, gave myself a little pep talk, came back out, and after that I was much better. But I mean,
to try to be cool, basically.
Yeah, that's really the number one thing, because I feel I know some people struggle with it, but I really don't know too many people that really failed and they've made mistakes and still been able to pass. I think the overall thing that they're looking for is someone that just, you know what I mean, can just show that they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? You may not be absolutely perfect. You may not have, a 100% score, but you also don't look like you've never touched clippers before. And you put in the time to know what you're doing. So, I mean, I wouldn't stress it too much, my man.
Basically just pay attention to the prompts.
Yeah.
And just do your thing.
Yeah, just do your thing, my man. I would just don't be too uptight, because that's what was killing me was when you start overthinking it and every little thing, I think that's when things kind of go south on you. I think you got it, my man.
I feel pretty good about it. I just, you never know. That's all.
You never know. That's for sure, my man. I think the theory's harder, though, than the practical, in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm straight then. I should be straight.
If you could pass the theory, I think you could pass the practical, in my opinion.
My theory wasn't that bad, I ain't think.
See, I struggled. The theory was tough. I passed, but I was nervous, and I was second guessing myself, and you know what I mean? Because the thing about it is the theory, you don't. You could study. You don't know what questions are going to be on the test. Versus the practical, you know exactly what's going to be on.
I felt I'd been to school for a whole year, and I'd been studying for a whole year. So it's there's no way I could not remember.
Yeah.
Especially after you go through the book twice, there's no way I'm just not going to remember nothing.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
How busy do you guys get anyway? Just being
Hold up, my man. Go ahead and check this out real quick, my man, for me.
Oh, my
goodness. Hold the mirror, move it around.
Oh, my goodness.
That'll work for you?
Man. Oh, man, my eyes still look wore out. My eyes were really infected. Yeah, it looks good.
What you going for, my man?
I can deal with that. Let me see the back of my big noggin. That's it. That's about all I can deal with the bald spot. My little south side fade.
We make it work. We make it work, my man. Looking good.
Yes, thank you, sir.
That'll work, my man. That'll work.
Looks good. Looks good to me.
We stay pretty busy, to answer your question, my man. I think, I think it's one of those things where it's as bad as you want it. You know what I mean? I tell the story. Obviously, our guy Alex right here, he came here from Dallas, Texas, and literally the first day he was here was the first day he started in the shop was the first day he moved. He's from Dallas right there, and he had zero clientele, he had zero friends, zero family, nobody else was here. He just came in, and he's still here to this day. So he's there had to be enough traffic to give him with zero clientele. So it's here. I just tell people if you want it, you know what I mean. You got to be willing to wait. Kingston Pike, busiest road in Knoxville. The walk-ins are going to come. I just can't tell you when they're going to come. So if you're only here for an hour and you're like, no one's here, I'm leaving, then they may come as soon as you leave. You know what I mean?
Jonas, where you say you're originally from? Are you from here?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Indiana?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. How long have you been here in Tennessee?
7 years.
7 years. Okay. All right.
2016.
All right. No, you got you got a perfect spot. I'm born and raised here, so.
So you know. So
I know where
gotta
you
tell
at.
you.
Yeah,
I don't even gotta
yeah.
tell you, my man. So we're doing good, my man. And you know how desperate I've been for a third barber. So we need help.
Well, I hope we got a long future ahead of us.
I think we do. I think we do.
And like I said, and it seems like you're coming from the ground up. I like that about the shop. You know, I feel like there's a lot of room to grow, and I want to grow with it. You know.
Now, do you have a barber page or anything like that on Instagram or Facebook or nothing?
Not necessarily. No.
Okay, we're gonna create you one.
Okay. Right.
And I'll run it if you don't want to run it. We'll just post your stuff so people in the shop
I'm
can
not
be
gonna
familiar
argue
with
with
you.
that. I'm not
You're not
even
gonna argue
argue
with that?
with that.
My man, well, we'll normally right now at the end of this, we normally tell people promote their stuff, but we'll just put it on there later on. I'll edit it in there. I'll get you the name and stuff like that. But look forward to seeing you. You guys can find Trent here, Barbers United. He'll be on the website. You can book with him pretty much all hours of the day, I think. I don't think you're going to be cutting out early or showing up late. So.
And looking forward to meeting you guys. So. Looking forward to giving good service.
Are you good? You pretty good at cutting hair? All kinds of hair?
Yeah. I'm not intimidated by it, if that's what you do.
There we go. He's not intimidated by it. So guys, come see him. Come see us.
All nationalities.
All nationalities. All are welcome. Come see us. Come check out my man Trent. And thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Peace out.